Suresh Mato has the male organ, but he also has a womb. And this little boy, Dumka, is the face of Jadugoda. This face, look at it. It tells you what can happen when you're exposed to huge dosages of radiation-emitting uranium.
हर कुएं में, हर जगह में, हर घर में, हर मुर्गी में, बच्चे में, सब में ही इफेक्ट हो रहा है। ये यूरेनियम का ये इफेक्ट है और कोई कारण नहीं है। पहले हम लोग इतना दिन, इतना साल, इतना बढ़ गया, हम लोग बच्चे लोग हम लोग को बड़े हो गए, लेकिन ऐसा परेशानी नहीं हुआ।
कब से हो रहा है?
ये 67-68 से ऐसा चल रहा है।
That's revealing because it was in 1967-68 that the government-owned Uranium Corporation of India Limited, or UCIL, started mining the radiation-emitting uranium in Jadugoda for use in our nuclear program.
रेडिएशन के कारण एक पहली बात तो है कि जन्मजात विकृतियां, अपंगता, चमड़े की प्रॉब्लम, स्किन डिजीजेस, infertility and some other psychotic problems may be there.
तो जो लोग यहाँ जिनको ये प्रॉब्लम्स हैं, क्या रेडिएशन के साथ जो यहाँ रेडिएशन है उसके साथ लिंक हो सकता है, पॉसिबल है?
ये तो संभव है।
Bahari Oram has 2 children, a girl, Sibya, and a boy, Dunyagram. Both were born with congenital deformities.
पैदा से ही मतलब उसी टाइम में चलता था, छोटा में। हाँ। तो ऐसे सीधा सीधे नहीं चलता था, इससे लपड़ लुपुड़।
Chatwa Das is a driver in Jadugoda. His 5-year-old daughter Guriya has multiple disabilities.
ना वो चल सकती है, ना बैठ सकती है, ना बोल सकती है। इतना तक क्या कि अगर उसके शरीर में या मुंह कान में अगर मक्खी अगर बैठे तो भी वो भगा नहीं पाती है।
कब से ऐसे है?
ऐसे जन्म से ही है।
When we asked the chairman of UCIL, Raminder Gupta, about the large number of deformed people we found in and around Jadugoda, this was his response.
यहाँ हमारे लोग कहाँ हैं? ये सत्य नहीं है।
हमने कई देखे हैं।
हमने नहीं देखे।
It was not just a question of what we had seen. 4 years ago, a nuclear physicist, Dr. Surendra Gadekar, carried out a scientific investigation. He tried to calculate the incidence of disease in and around Jadugoda compared to a control area further away in Jharkhand with similar socio-economic indicators. Gadekar found that in the under 35 age group, the number of deformed people is triple around Jadugoda compared to other areas. He also found that the number of live-born babies with deformities is 7 times higher here than in distant areas. Further, Gadekar found that the incidence of TB in the Jadugoda area is 10 times higher among people working with UCIL compared to those who don't work with them. Cancer is one of the main illnesses caused by radiation. But strangely, Gadekar could not find a single officially acknowledged cancer case even amongst UCIL employees who are highly vulnerable to radiation exposure. And UCIL's own study last year went a step further. It said that forget UCIL employees, there was no cancer at all even in the local population it surveyed.
इलाके में आपको कम से कम 20% यानी कि 20% होगा कैंसर, लेकिन उसको कुछ छुपा के रखा हुआ है। 90% बेईमान, फिर भी भारत देश महान, लोगों को बेवकूफ बना करके गुमराह कर रहा है, ताकि अगर हम कैंसर अगर बोलते हैं तो हमारे ऊपर दबाव आएगा। इसलिए कैंसर को टीवी का नाम पर जो है वो लोग कह रहा है ताकि मेरे ऊपर दबाव ना आए।
कौन? UCIL
वाले।
Gadekar also comes to a similar conclusion in his investigation.
The incidence of what they call as tuberculosis is about 20 times the national average. So there is a good chance that a lot of what is called as tuberculosis is not actually tuberculosis but is silicosis or is lung cancer. So if they diagnose them as silicosis or lung cancer, then that would be considered as an occupational disease, and the Uranium Corporation of India would have to pay compensation to these workers, and to avoid paying that compensation, these people are continuing to call this as tuberculosis.
It seems though that cutting corners is the cornerstone of UCIL's medical policy. The company knows its uranium mining activities have a deadly effect on the local population. So for public consumption, the company website says UCIL sends its medical team every week to nearby villages for providing healthcare.
UCIL वाले तो कहते हैं कि जो आसपास के गांव हैं वहां वो हर एक हफ्ते डॉक्टर को भेजते हैं चेक करने के लिए।
नहीं, कोई तो आया नहीं।
UCIL के डॉक्टर पिछली बारी इस गांव में कब आए थे?
इधर तो नहीं आया था, 80 लोग।
UCIL वाले कभी गांव में आके समझाते हैं कि यूरेनियम क्या है, इसका खतरा क्या है, कैसे इससे बचना चाहिए?
तो माइस बंद हो जाएगा, अगर समझाना लगेगा तो माइस बंद हो जाएगा।
Deformed and ill, 50,000 people in and around Jadugoda have been left in the lurch by the government-owned UCIL. The company doesn't even acknowledge that anything is wrong with them. The only protection people have here is faith.
सबसे बड़ी अयोध्या नगरी राम जन्म लेते भगवान। जय भोलेनाथ, कल्याण रहो भगवान, धन से मंगल रहो।
These hidden camera shots had to be taken at night because UCIL was desperate that we did not show this to the outside world. What you're seeing is radioactive uranium wastewater leaking from a UCIL canal and going into Jadugoda's public stream. During the day, unaware of the danger flowing into the stream, the locals use it for their daily chores. Contaminated by cancerous radioactive water, the stream and its tributaries join the Subarna Rekha river. The river winds around several towns in Jharkhand, West Bengal and Orissa, delivering drinking, bathing and farming water to a huge population spread across 10,000 square kilometers before merging into the Bay of Bengal. Apart from radioactive wastewater, another waste product of UCIL's uranium mining and processing activities is the cancer-causing radon gas. And guess where they release this radon gas? From vents barely half a kilometer away from the Jadugoda town center.
लोगों को बिल्कुल पता नहीं है कि उससे क्या गैस निकल रहा है, क्या रेडियोएक्टिव गैस है, रेडोन गैस है, किसी को खबर नहीं है। और लोग गर्मी के सीजन में लोग वहाँ पर जो पशु चराते हैं, गाय चराते हैं, गर्मी के सीजन में लोगों को लगता है कि वो माइंस के अंदर से जो हवा निकलेगा ये तो ठंडा हवा होगा, इसके लिए वो लोग वहाँ पर बैठ जाते हैं। उनको पता नहीं है कि ये कितना खतरनाक है और ये किसी UCIL को कोई जिम्मेदारी वो नहीं लेते हैं कि लोगों को इसके बारे में जानकारी दे।
वहाँ कोई गार्ड है? कोई
गार्ड नहीं।
कोई फेंसिंग है?
कोई फेंसिंग नहीं, खुला जगह में।
Radon gas, by the way, has a half-life of 3.8 days, but in that short time it can travel thousands of miles. Perhaps it is time for the government to investigate what effect, if any, this is having on the 1.1 million people in Jamshedpur, also known as Tatanagar. They are just 10 kilometers away as the crow flies. Then there's the physical waste from UCIL's uranium processing activities. It consists of over a dozen highly dangerous radioactive elements like thorium and radium. These elements cause cancer, attack bones and alter DNA. It's all dumped into what they call a tailing pond. They first made tailing pond 1. When that became full, they made tailing pond 2. And when that could take no more waste, they constructed tailing pond 3, which is being used now. 4 million tons of radioactive waste has been dumped into these tailing ponds. Therefore, when Japan's Kyoto University did a study here 2 years ago, they found that, forget the tailing pond itself, the radiation level even at the tailing pond's periphery is up to 100 times higher than normal. This is why the International Atomic Energy Commission prohibits any residential colony within 1.5 kilometers of a tailing pond. In 1998, when Jharkhand was still part of Bihar, the Bihar Legislative Council said there should be no village up to at least 5 kilometers from the tailing pond area. But guess how far a village called Dungridi is from tailing pond 3? Right at the tailing pond boundary. And oops, there's even a primary school next to the tailing pond. Nice place for kids to grow up. Dungridi is not the only village next to tailing pond 3. Chatikocha village is also right next to it. When we asked UCIL about this open and dangerous flouting of safety norms, incredibly, they tried to shift the blame on the villagers.
हमने चेष्टा की थी इन गांवों को, चाटीकोचा गांव को शिफ्ट करने के लिए। उसके लिए हमने जमीन का आवंटन भी किया था, लेकिन लोग वहां से शिफ्ट नहीं हुए।
But the villagers have a different version of events.
आपको मालूम है कि यहाँ रहने में खतरा है?
जरूर होते रहना, हमको मालूम है खतरा है, तो कहाँ जाएंगे?
UCIL ने कभी ऐसे नहीं कहा कि आपको हम कहीं और सेटल करवा देंगे? हाँ,
नहीं, लोगों को नहीं बोला है।
उन्होंने कभी आपको खतरे के बारे में बताया है?
वो लोग तो बताता भी नहीं है ना। हम लोगों को हटाने के लिए कुछ उपाय नहीं कर रहा है।